Conference, the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. Taking a look at Boston. Greg, we know the confidence around this organization is extremely high. They feel like this is their series to lose.
And you know, they have an edge playing at home. They also probably have an edge in talent level. But I'll tell you what, any number of things can shift momentum in a series. You need to try and make quick work of this one and get to the second round.
Truly survive and advances.
Amen.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. And it's Black in at the one. Carter, that's good.
And that's a huge body down low. When Carter Jr. gets that kind of position, there's not much you can do to stop him.
The three from Tatum. Rebound by the Magic.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Banchero. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla. Now, we spoke briefly about how critical it is to slow down Paolo Banchero. Coach said he can be a force on offense when he gets a couple to fall. The energy and effort from our guys has to be high if we want to contain him. We'll see if that team can contain Banchero out there, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, David. Outside Tatum. That's in. He's got two made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Well, you see the effectiveness of Jason Tatum in close. Don't sleep on both his strength and his length.
Banchero, that's good.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Right the basket. Here's the 3. Traps in the tray.
Yeah, one of the most valued shots in all the NBA, the corner 3, and Jaylen Brown makes easy work of it.
Here's Black. Great D that time from Tatum.
Not a problem. That's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Plays it up and banks it in. Tatum's got 6 points.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Here's Caldwell Pope, and the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, and knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
Holiday finds White. Launches it. And again, Boston with the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's Tatum. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
And into the floor right now is Celtics Entertainment.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play.
Listen, it is not easy to guard a big, physical, tough guy like Wendell Carter Jr., right? Without fouling him, it's not easy to do.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. Carter hits them both. The Celtics have gotten 6 or 7 shots to fall in the first quarter. They're off and running. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Orlando moving the ball around. Banchero, that's good.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
To the inside. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Brown. And that's 10 points for Jason Tatum.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're
Three-pointer. Knocks down the three ball.
This guy's so accurate from outside the arc. You wish Holiday was more aggressive from range.
Black kicks to Wagner. Shoots a fader. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And the dunk by Brown.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. The Magic trail by 7. To the wing right side. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by the Celtics. White with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Here's Holiday. Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Boston leading by 7. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The Celtics making a switch here. Horford's checked in. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Orlando.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Magic have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Taken away by Holiday. 13 feet away. The rebound by Bitadze. With 1 on the clock, and Carter lays it up and in. Carter's got 6 points.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Boston Celtics. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action in just a minute. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
On the court for Orlando, we've got Banchero. Harris is out there with Cole Anthony. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Bitadze in at the 5, down low. Taken away by Anthony. Isaac kicks to Banchero. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. 9 points in the game so far.
Paolo Banchero so assertive in the paint. You love to watch that guy work down there.
Here's Pritchard. No good on the 3. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Anthony. Sweet little floater. Anthony's got his first basket.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Boy,
What a jam! Tatum doing it with style.
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Isaac. Harris with it. Latre. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Here's Pritchard. From down in the low post, it goes. Pritchard's got his first points of the night.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Horford trying to free himself up. Pritchard gets the bucket.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Banchero, that's good.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
Tatum passes to Hauser. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Bitadze can't hit. Celtics leading by 3. Nice ball movement by Boston. Pass to Pritchard. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the 3-point shot. Pritchard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about.
All right, fans, here comes Celtics entertainment. 11th period.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Wagner comes in for Isaac. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And Black's subbed in for Cole Anthony. White with it, now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Holiday gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Guys, when you're talking about young players, the first thing I want to know is, do they have passion and enthusiasm for the game? Franz Wagner, he's got every bit of that.
Both free throws good from Wagner.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Banchero against Tatum. It's good. Banchero's got 14.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options. If he can't penetrate, your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
White. And a miss there on the triple. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 4. Shot on the wing, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Wagner's got 4 points this quarter.
You get the sense that no matter where he is on the floor, Franz Wagner is comfortable offensively. This guy can really shoot it.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. .146 left in the first half. Mr. Porzingis. Outside Tatum. Inside Tatum, automatic.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Wagner wide open. And the 3 off target. Right side, White. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And now a 6-point Celtic lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And it's Banchero missing. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Holiday gets the bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Caldwell Pope against White. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Celtics leading by 8. Here's Tatum. Throws it down, JT!
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And he gets it to go.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Caldwell Pope passes to Wagner. Carter kicks to Black. To halt the run, hits the 3-point bomb. Black's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. White drives in. Pass to Holiday. 3 on 3. Here's Banchero. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And guys, that strength will serve Banchero really well in the league, and we're starting to see signs of it already.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Holiday banked in off the glass. And 11 points for Drew Holiday.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
And so it's Boston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early, and so good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And thank you for joining us. 2 quarters in the books and a Game 1 deficit for the Orlando Magic.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game, which I'm sure Coach is reminding them of. Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series. Guys, how important is the first game of a series?
Very important.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. You know, Paolo Banchero, guys, has been exceptional.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at center. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Carter, that's good.
A 7'5" wingspan and outstanding touch. Carter Jr. makes that look easy against the contest.
And here's Brown outside. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And this is what we've come to expect from this guy, right? Not only making a ton of shots, but being efficient while doing so.
And Brown throws it down hard.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown so quick off his feet. What a vertical threat he is.
Here's Banchero. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Holiday gets the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to talk to his guys.
Give it up once again for your Celtics Entertainment.
The Magic trail by 12. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Magic moving the ball around. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Back to Caldwell Pope to stop the run. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Black. That 3 off the mark.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. Driving in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Caldwell Pope's got 5 points now this quarter.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
The Magic trail by 16. Inside. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got 3 assists tonight. Beyond the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. White's got his 3rd basket of the night.
He's not always assertive on the catch, but Derek White rising fire from three-point, and it is on target.
Here's Banchero. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Just doing what he can. He's competing and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over.
Here they come. It's Celtics.
The Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Anthony's checked in for Orlando. Celtics leading by 15. Left side, Brown. Holiday, no one around him. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Over to the left wing. Here's Black. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Black's got 5 now.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
The shot from the low post is good.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Here's Pritchard. It's blocked. Here's Anthony. Kicks it out to Wagner. Fires the 3. No good on the shot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. And he's good on the 3 ball. Tatum's got 19 points.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
It's Black in the corner. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And he's got it all working for him tonight. Holiday's effort level and energy are off the charts.
Here's Banchero. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 at that basket.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Here's Tatum. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
Jason Tatum is capable of explosive nights offensively. If you're the defense, you better lock in right now.
And here's Anthony from the arc. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Yeah, he needs to take a lot more shots. He's been efficient, trying to get his teammates involved, but it's time for him to step up.
A 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Pritchard's got 10 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's Boston in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. 4th quarter on the floor for the Magic. Banchero out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Cole Anthony. And it's Bitadze in at the center position. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They're doing damage for the mid-range. Not sure if that was the game plan or if they're just taking what the defense gives them. But thus far, it's paying off.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there. They are challenging them and getting it done.
Joseph, he's checked in for the Magic.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Pass to Hauser. From the arc. The rebound by Bitadze.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Pritchard for the three. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Bitadze's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The three from Joseph. Al Horford with the rebound. Celtics leading by 18. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Magic. Here's Banchero. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got his 5th assist in this one. Horford the pass to Hauser. The kick out to Tatum. Here's Pritchard. It's good from long range. Pritchard's got 7 points for the quarter.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Franz Wagner comes in for Isaac. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Cole Anthony. And it's Anthony Black in for Joseph. A nice shot by Black.
After taking some time to find his rhythm, he's been unstoppable since the break.
And stolen by Wagner. Banchero with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. And it's Banchero missing. Boston leading by 19. Here's White. Takes it inside. And that one, good. And that's 10 points for Derek White.
Derek White showing you I can put it on the deck and finish off a pretty drive. Nicely done, Derek.
From deep. Good on the triple.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Porzingis finds Brown. And he banks in the layup. Brown's got 22 points.
You see an illustration of how well Jaylen Brown understands their system. He's got great command of this offense.
Here's Carter, and he uses the glass on the layup.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Holiday looking over the floor. Brown wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3. The Magic trail by 18. Here's Caldwell Pope. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Austin's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Holiday with the 3. Rebound by the Magic.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
To the paint. Here's Caldwell Pope. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Holiday, the pass to Porzingis. Down kicks to Tatum. There's the triple. Drains the 3-pointer. He's got 24.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down. And what will be a win here in Game 1 of the series for the Celtics.
They really lit it up in this one. Fantastic offensive performance.
Definitely just simply shot the ball well. One of those games to be proud of.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for Game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jason Tatum.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
You know, that's how you send a message to open a series. There's always one player who's the difference maker in the playoffs. And I think we found our man. Here's Walsh. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Well, Orlando shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. It's good.
Gary Harris can play the 1 or the 2, guys, and you have to be able to hit the open man. He does so there.
Tillman, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
34 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Picked off in midair. Flies to the hoop. Count it.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Great open look there.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late. Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Here's Anthony. The layup off target. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Jason. It was a struggle last time out, but tonight you were back on track. What was the difference?
Just got to have a short-term memory. Sometimes shots just go in, but you always got to be aggressive and just make the right play.
You're like a cornerback in basketball. That's weird, but it got you a win tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now, our player of the game, Jason Tatum.